The Quote Goats Podcast.
If niggas watch that documentary.
The Tinder Swindler.
The Tinder Swindler. Shout out to my nigga Simon, man. That bitch the GOAT, man.
The legend.
That bitch is the legend, man.
The urban myth.
Yo, hit me on the gram, man. Tell me how you did it.
They banned that nigga from Instagram. They took that nigga account away.
Hit me up on WhatsApp, nigga. That nigga.
You didn't see the shit.
I heard about it, but I ain't watch it.
Oh, okay. As soon as I heard it,
like nigga just finessed a whole bunch of.
Yeah. Can I tell?
Yeah, go ahead.
Run it by me.
Sorry, you mean correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
All right, so basically, the nigga met a girl. Like, he meets women, right? So if, for example, he met a girl and he was like, he make it seem like he take him on a first date. First date, they go into like, I can't think of what's a place that's like high end that I can.
He took her on a private jet first date.
Yeah, okay, private jet first date. Yeah, he
wasn't playing, not at all.
Yo, you know. And look, you gotta think. He taking like somebody who ain't never been on a private jet. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
blowing her mind.
Blowing her mind. Facts. That's what I was.
European women too, so they like, you know how they get impressed. I mean, pretty easily.
I seen a post he posted on Instagram about Germany.
Yeah.
But look.
But keep going with the story.
So look, son. He put her on the private jet. You know, she's like, yo, like I ain't never been on a private jet.
She all with the camera, like.
Yeah, she with the camera. He give her a kiss, blah blah blah. He like, I bet, like he, you know, that was the first date. She go home, blah blah blah. And then they like have like a little long distance relationship. You feel me? They having like, so sometimes he in the periods he won't to text her, but then he'll be like, yeah, I'm sorry, I was doing this, I'm business trip, da 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 da. So then it switches to like another story, like another situation where he'll stop texting her, and then it was basically like another woman he was talking to. And basically doing the same thing to her.
So that boy had a pyramid.
Yeah, so he had like a pyramid. That's the point I want to make. He have like a pyramid of women. Then he'll be like to the first girl that you know, the first woman he was talking to, he'll call her and be like, yo, basically like, bitch, we under attack or some shit like.
Let me jump in here. Let me try to streamline the story a little bit. Everything he said was accurate, you know what I'm saying? But pretty much, like, to roll it up a little shorter, like, he was on Tinder, right? He had, you know what I'm saying, the account, you know what I'm saying, with the pictures and the private jets and the Ferraris and, you know, the stacks of money. Anything in the Blazers, the Louis, the Gucci, the Prada, he had, you know what I'm saying, the whole shebang, you know what I'm saying? And that's how he would reel the women in, because every chick was on there looking for his type, you know what I'm saying? And they would write him, they would match. He would ask the bitch out for a date. He would do something extravagant, like he was saying. And on the documentary, it was like 3 women giving their accounts of what happened.
So they had bags.
They was just regular women.
Like regular
you know what I'm saying? That's why he was like putting out this persona so he could impress them and make them think that he was this wealthy, because he was putting out, like, he was telling them that he was like the son of this diamond this diamond mogul. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right, diamond mogul.
That boy paid diamonds out of everything.
Yeah.
Say that word.
And so he would take them out, wine them and dine them, and then smash and drop them off. You know what I'm saying? And they would be all, you know what I'm saying, goo-goo-eyed and shit, you know what I'm saying? And he would date them for a month.
He hit on the jet? Or he just got
wherever, you know, probably in a helicopter, something. And he's Israeli. He's from Tel Aviv. And but he, you know, he got his swag together. He looked rich.
He clean too.
Clean, you know. And so he would date them for a month, you know what I'm saying, see him here and there, but always be like, I'm doing this on business, I'm flying there. And the shit would match up on his Instagram. He had like photoshopped pictures with the dude that he said it was his dad. He had like websites set up, because the bitch was like, you know, when you meet somebody on Tinder, you got to do your Googles and you got to check their Instagram. Like, he had the whole shit set up. Like, if they Google his name, the rich shit will pop up, all that shit. So date them for a month, see them here and there, but pretty much it will be standoffish, getting them fall in love. He'd be like, I'm away on business. I'm gonna see you here. I'm gonna see you there when I fly into your
And he
into
will
your
come,
city.
and he will pop up.
Yeah, he would
sometimes.
pop up.
He'll be like, "Yeah, I'm coming out to see you," and he will pop up.
Yep.
Take her out again. You feel me?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. And then after the month, he would send them a video. He had a video on deck of his bodyguard.
On deck.
On deck of his bodyguard, like bleeding, sitting in the back of a
Oh, that man.
Yes, he had genius. Sitting in the back of a fucking ambulance or something. He would be like, we just got attacked. People are after my money. I have to cancel. They tracing my credit cards and I can't use them. That's how they finding out where I am. So
can you do me a favor?
yeah, can you do me a favor just this once? Can I use your credit card to fund my business and business ventures so I can move around and they can't follow me and shit? And he be done wined and dined them with other chicks' money that he done stole. And they thinking he a fucking billionaire son,
and,
you know?
And another thing is this, right? So he basically using, like he said, using other women's money that he's basically scammed. So he basically scamming them. But he would also, remember, he did the first time with the first girl, he did pay her back. Remember? He took some bread and he paid her some of the money. So then she was like, okay, like, okay,
he good for it.
Good for it.
And this my boyfriend. He would have him thinking that they was like together and shit. So the bitches would take out, first he would get their credit card, max it out. You know what I'm saying? Some chicks, they had like platinum cards, he max it out. And then
so they was ordinary women, but they had some good ass fucking
they had some
credit.
good ass credit. He picked the ones with some good ass credit.
Some good ass credit scores, because that bitch.
And then when they couldn't get no more money on the credit card, he'd be like, oh, maybe you can take out a payday loan then. Don't worry about the interest. I'm gonna give it right back to you. And these chicks was running up $250,000 in payday loans. Like every other week he would write them and be like, yeah, I ran out of money for this business trip. I need to book this jet. You know, I need to book it for my whole team type shit. And they'd be like, okay. They'd be like,
one of the shorties though was like, wasn't dating him. They was friends, and she looked like she had the bag. The second girl.
yeah, the second girl.
She seemed like she had the bag.
Cause he even told her he had a girlfriend and shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because he hit her at the end. Like, he hit her at the end saying like basically like, yo, can I borrow bread?
Yeah.
Remember? Yeah. Because she was out there partying with the nigga, like with her bread.
Yeah.
Shit was okay.
But all the women on the documentary lost about 250. He would take the money, he would fool them, take the money, spend it all on other women and shit, and then just leave them high and dry pretty much. And they'd be calling them like, my creditors are blah, blah, blah. What am I going to do? He'd be like, oh, the money is coming. I just sent you a wire. You didn't get it?
Yeah, so eventually, like, one of the women basically was like, you know, she had a mental breakdown. She went, like, the bank people came to her.
Yeah.
And was like, yo, bitch, where our bread at? Like, you feel me? And then she gave her, she basically told.
Yeah, she ratted on him.
Yeah, ratted on him. And then they pulled out the shit and they was like, wait, is it him? Because he goes by a bunch of different fucking names.
Aliases and shit.
Yeah, aliases. And then they was like, okay, cool. You know, like we you know.
No, she showed him who he was, and they were like, oh, we already know him.
Yeah. But the thing is, it was hard to pin him and like really track him, or even like, because remember you texted me, it was like he only got a couple. The only reason why he got a couple years, because it's kind of like the police, it was like him borrowing the money. It was hard for, he didn't technically steal it.
Yeah, he didn't technically steal it.
You know, the bitch just was doing it, you know, feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So they couldn't really like do nothing about it, you feel me?
Yeah, so in the end, he only ended up doing like, he got like, because he had did some other crime in Israel.
Yeah.
Like the Israeli police was looking for him and trying to get him extradited back to Israel. So he ultimately went to prison for whatever he did in Israel. They gave him like 12 months. He ended up doing 5. And now he back out, and somehow he rich again. He's selling fucking business advice on the internet and shit like that. But he didn't do a lick of time for the $10 million he stole from all these bitches and shit. Yeah. Which I think is wild as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because at the least he committed fraud.
I'm like, that shit motivate me to go out there and do some shit. Nigga ain't get what? Like I said, yo, Simon, hit me up, my nigga. I'm with it. Nigga, tell me your next plan. I'm on there, nigga. Like, shit crazy.
Yeah, a lot of men feel like it's a little kind of a payback situation from women, like getting money from men all the time and nobody batting the eye at that shit. You know, which I see that point.
But look, you got a point too. Like, you know, I can't lie. It's kind of like, now let that have been let that have been like a woman or some shit. Media wouldn't have been like, yo, the nigga Simon, that nigga fucked up, da da da. Or, you know what I'm saying?
It wouldn't have been no documentary on Netflix.
Yeah,
that's just norm. That's the norm.
It's a norm.
Not
so
even
that's a fact.
Slow, stupid, crazy.
Yeah. They would have put all the onus on the man.
Yeah. Cause they were trying to
make. You gotta take on. You know, you gotta take on. Like the women, they gotta take ownership for that. But
yeah, they took an L. Yeah, they took it L. Like my nigga, like
some of that was money they ain't even had in it.
Yeah,
a lot. Most of it was money they ain't had.
Like, and who? Like at the end of the day, he was getting. I get it. He was getting vulnerable with him. Cause at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck, nigga. If we hadn't been together for something plus years, I'm not taking out no loan, nigga, for no bitch.
Hell no, we been fucking for a month.
Yeah, like, you feel me? Yo,
I'll be like, I hope they don't find your ass.
Nigga,
but
what? Nigga, what? I wouldn't even take out a fucking put a phone plan in the bitch name, nigga.
Nah, not after a month, man.
That shit like $80, nigga. I'm not paying $80.
But if you was dating a rich chick though, after a month, and she done wined and dined you. Holding it down. She done put you on the private jet. You on there with your niggas. Y'all popping bottles. She done wind and dined you for a month straight, and then she hit you with the same shit that he hit them with. You ain't gonna think about it.
I'm not taking out no loan. What?
But you gonna give her the credit card?
I'm not giving her nothing.
If she say I'm gonna give it right back,
nigga, I'm probably gonna find out she's scamming. I'm gonna be
what
like,
you doing?
Nigga, I'm gonna be like, yo,
how long I know?
Let me in.
A month.
A month.
She done held it down. I'm talking about she done. In the bedroom, she done fucked the shit out of you, sucked the shit out of you, pause, and
when that red flag or something ain't right. Something ain't right. Hold on, you just had it. Look.
So a chick whining down to you is a red flag?
Quick now.
Nah, that shit would. Nah, I'm saying, put it like this: she could have whined and dined me, but what, nigga? I'm still not taking out no loan from nobody.
Nah, but the credit card though.
Some gas money. She said, "I need $10."
Nigga, I'll be like, nah.
I got you on the gas, man.
Nah,
yeah.
Shit. I'll probably be like, yeah, I take out that loan, but you gonna have to co-sign that shit, nigga. Like, you gonna have to be there to co-sign.
Yeah, exactly. I just wouldn't do it. And I'm stingy with money anyway, so ain't no way in the hell I'm doing that shit. No way.
Yeah,
no
I might Instacart some groceries over there because she hungry. But that's
I might pay for some shit.
You know, niggas is not doing that. Niggas is not taking out no loan.
Yeah, she might hit me with that shit, and I'm gonna be like, okay, we might can do it this way, and I might can buy whatever you trying to. I don't know.
You feel me? I couldn't fall. Like, you feel me? Like I said, I'm happily married and all that, but I'm just like, on a dating turn, I can never fall in love like that, so I'm taking out loans.
Nah, bro. Nah.
I think that's like no
conversation
offense.
Different too.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like
that's more something a woman can be talked into.
No offense to women, but that's some like women tendency shit. Like, I ain't taking out no fucking loan for nobody, nigga. I'm scared to take out a loan for myself.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even like owing money to a motherfucking bank, man. I'd rather spend the money I got.
Facts. I can't trust myself, nigga.
I feel like
I'm gonna pay it back. Nigga.
I feel like a white boy will do that shit though.
Yeah, of course.
No offense to nobody though.
Too, man. Like, you gotta think about demographics and geographical location. Like,
you know that white boy.
Where y'all boys stamp from.
Especially a German white dude.
Yeah, you know they be. What?
Oh, they do it out here quick.
20K? Okay, baby.
Okay.
Some of them boys on that side to do it too.
You go to a nigga gonna be like, what? Bitch, you take out a loan for me.
Exactly. Especially, I feel like especially one of these German dudes to do that shit too. But yeah, they'll do it in America too. You find the right one. You can find the right one for anything.
You got some of us that walk and look like us. They'll do it, but
you're right.
Boys ain't the
squares.
They wouldn't stamp right. Like uncle and like damn granddad and them boys ain't had the boy out there really getting their hand dirty because you know they ain't going down like that. You seen how granddad and them boy had this shit moving. So yeah, but it happens.
It depends. It depends.
Won't be me.
Cause it's a lot of
the white boys be like, fuck you, mom. I'm taking out a loan for Brittany. Yeah.
And we're moving out.
Look, just in case y'all live out there plotting, I'm telling y'all now, my credit bad. I ain't got it.
Mine too.
Yeah, that's a fact, nigga.
My American credit bad. But my German credit straight. My American, that's low key why I ain't going back to America.
That's a fact, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. I went to Germany. I was running up my American credit. You feel me? I'm scared of laying out that bitch. They might arrest me.
But my question about that Tinder Swindler nigga. My question about that Tinder Swindler nigga is though, like,
oh man, y'all boy hell.
Like, what's next for him? Like, is he gonna continue, like, cause he can't. He banned from Twitter for life. He banned from Instagram.
That boy about to have him another count up tomorrow.
That bitch, they told that nigga he's banned. That nigga's on there right now.
Nigga that put that type of scheme together, not saying that is right. Not saying, man, bro, you do you. But anybody that can do some shit like that, bro, he done figured it out. Whatever he got going
But
on.
what we didn't tell you in the end, because like the mistake he made was not like covering his bases and shit. You know what I'm saying? He was. Cause like, you know, back in the day, you know, when I'd be, you know, fucking around with, you know, different women in relationships and shit, you know what I'm saying? Me being in a relationship and like doing shit I wasn't supposed to be doing, shit I don't do these days, as a disclaimer. But you know, when you doing shit you're not supposed to do, you know what I'm saying, with a woman, you don't let her take pictures of you. You don't post her. You don't let her post you. You ain't popping up in none of her stories. You know what I'm saying? You ain't popping up online with this chick nowhere. She's not finna have no evidence other than maybe some text messages that anything ever occurred between us. You know what I'm saying? But every chick he was stealing money from, they was posting pictures of him on their Instagram. He was letting them post them in stories. Like that's the whole documentary, is just shit that chicks still had in their phone, like voice memos that he was sent, like cussing them out when they wouldn't send them money and shit like that. Like he was like, I'll kill your family. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? And like that's what he fucked up, because he would finesse them and leave them high and dry, and then they had all the evidence to fuck him up in the end. You know what I'm saying? If he was smart, he wouldn't have let them take no pictures. He would have fucking had NDAs when they came on the private jet. Bitch, do not take your phone out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I would have been like, I don't do phones.
I don't know, bro. That nigga, I think he Gucci. At the end of the day, like however he did it, because he only did that what, 5 months, and then you feel me? You think he took all that bread and blew that shit? And that nigga probably, I think he spent
all that bread.
You think he spent all of it?
That's another dumbass thing.
He was too smart, bro. That nigga was smart.
But in the end, when the last chick, you know what I'm saying, finessed him and took his clothes and was selling his clothes to get her money back and shit. This nigga was sleeping in like $2 hotels and had grew out a beard and shit because he was broke. You remember that part? Because she was.
Yeah, I do remember. Yeah.
Because he was begging her, like, please send me some money.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm sleeping on the street. He was like, I kill your family. You remember that part?
Yeah, I do remember.
He was like, every action has a reaction.
Yeah, that was the one.
He was mad as shit because he was just blowing, because he was getting, the money was coming in from everywhere. 100,000 here, 100,000 there. Tinder bitch, give me this, give me that. And he was buying designer everything, Ferraris, fucking Teslas, private jet here and there.
Yeah, shorty in that penthouse. Remember too, like the apartment.
The apartment that was like $20,000 a night or some shit like that.
Crazy, nigga.
He was spending all that money. That
boy blowing it.
He good now though.
Yeah, at the end of the documentary, apparently, but I don't think he can leave Israel no more. I think like, because he was using so many aliases and he had so many passports and shit. I think he can't travel no more. So whatever finesse he doing now, he got to do in Israel. You know what I'm saying? But he's still finessing, and a scammer of that caliber is gonna always find a scam. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That boy in the virtual world with it already.
Probably
in the metaverse.
He probably got an NFT waiting on bitches. I got this NFT dick for y'all, bitch.
Shit, crazy, man. Yeah, that was a crazy story, man.
But the chicks, they started a GoFundMe after the fucking documentary came out, and I think it's like the three of them that was on the documentary. They like collectively did a GoFundMe for like $600,000 to try to get all the money that they lost back. and I think it's up to like 100,000 now or some shit like that. They probably end up getting all their bread back.
Yeah, I mean, what happened to him was fucked up, but like
ultimately it was they dumbass fault though.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? They dumbass decided to give the bread up.
Nigga, that shit is like, that's like fucking, you learn that, like you said, you ain't stand, like what? Nigga, like, that's like giving the candy to a kid and be like, yo, come in the van, nigga, we got candy. Kidnap a fucking kid, nigga. Like, you know not to trust everybody. You know you're not supposed to be giving out credit cards and like what?
That's crazy. Especially a motherfucker that got people supposedly trying to kill him over money and shit. You gonna give him your money?
Yeah.
Like they probably, if that was real, what's stopped them from trying to come kill you?
That's another thing I didn't understand, right? When they was telling the story, like, how the fuck, like, they was saying like they was scared and shit, but like, nigga, like, if anything, I ain't trying. You know how some girls be like, fuck that, I ain't fuck with this nigga. This nigga about to get whacked.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be in the car with this nigga.
That shit, that's accountability though, man. You gotta.
Yeah, that was definitely their fault. But I mean, it's fucked up, but it was their fault.
Could happen to anybody.
Not me though.
Not this one.
Not me. Right.
I might have been catfished a few times in my life, but I ain't know.
That's where I thought the story was going. I thought it was going to a catfish. Like when I first was watching it.
I mean, it kind of was a catfish.
Yeah,
though.
I mean, yeah.
It was him, but he wasn't the person who he was portraying.
Portraying.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was thinking like catfish more on like the way the nigga looked or something. Like, I thought that's where the story was going. But
yeah, I thought that too when I was looking at it. But he got them bitches though.
He did.
Shout out to Simon.
Thanks. Yeah.
Who?
French Montana posted him.
Oh yeah, bigging him up.
Nah, he had a picture with him, right?
Oh, for real?
He met him.
Like recently? Or just an old picture or something?
I think it was an old picture, right? Yeah, he definitely posted him. Like
they probably met on a private jet or some shit.
Yeah, they definitely met. Yeah, they met already before, and then French posted that. Like, he saw that shit was weak, man.
French Montana, yeah. But yeah, we're gonna see how that shit. But I mean, you believe in karma and shit?
Karma ain't catch up with that nigga for a minute though.
But it's gonna. I think ultimately it's gonna catch up with him because that's fucked up shit he was doing.
Many words depending on where you're from, but it's a thing. That energy out there for sure.
Yeah, he put some real bad energy out in the universe, and that shit gonna come back to bite him.
Yeah, it might. You do
especially
that.
with a Netflix documentary.
You do that to one of the, you know what I'm saying, no offense. You know, my wife is white. You do that to one of these black bitches,
they gonna kill your ass.
They gonna kill your ass, nigga.
Or send somebody to kill your ass.
They gonna get their bread back, nigga. Like, he can't do that to no nigga. You niggas be like,
nah, it wasn't no black bitches in the documentary.
You know that. Them black bitches would have been like, what?
They would have been like, huh?
Let me call my brother that bitch.
Where you say you at? You in what country? All right, we pulling up. up.
Nigga, I don't even think it would have got that far. I think as soon as she done got the jet experience and then there was some bread, she gonna dismiss that out.
Yeah, she would have blocked that nigga as soon as he would have asked for the bread. Straight blocked.
Nigga, he fuck around probably would have got scammed, nigga.
Yeah, probably. But one of the chicks did scam him at the end with the whole clothing thing, though.
Oh yeah, that's right. The one that the last girlfriend.
The one that got him arrested.
Yeah, the one that got him arrested.
Was she the one that got him?
Yeah, she was. She exactly what she said. She finessed like the whole situation. She wasn't telling him.
Yeah, she was the smartest one.
Yeah, but she was only smart because she saw the post.
Yeah, she was in the industry of selling clothes and shit like that. So she convinced him to, because he needed money real bad. Cause like,
nah, I'm saying she only found out who he was through. Remember, she saw the
article that the other chicks was writing and shit. Yeah.
You can't really call that bitch smart because she was right there with him.
Yeah, but she is the only one that figured like to convince him to give her all his like expensive clothes so she could sell them and get a little portion of her money back though. Mm-hmm. Like any one of the bitches could have did that, but he didn't need it until he was with her at that time because that's after the article had came out. And it was all over Google and shit, and it wasn't hard for her to find the information and shit.
Yo, if you enjoyed this podcast, you already know what to do.
And if you don't know what to do, I'm gonna tell you what to do. Hit that subscribe, hit the bell icon, and give us a like. Because it's the Quote Go podcast, man. You can't go wrong. Tune in every weekday, 6 o'clock. Friday, full episodes on YouTube and Spotify. Hit us up on the Instagram. Give us topics. And we appreciate it, man. Quote Goes Podcast. We out.